I live here because I generally cannot think of a better place to raise my family in Canada. Most people think it's because of the raw natural beauty of Vancouver Island, but it's more than that. The small town events, people, and businesses in this growing community are what make it so special. One of these events is the annual Nanaimo Soap Box Derby, which is held in the downtown center of Nanaimo. This event is fantastic for families and spectators and raises money for a tremendous cause. Held during the dog days of summer, amateur kart races compete to find the top 3 drivers in 2 kart classes, the stock and open divisions. The stock division is limited to individuals between the ages of 6 and 16 and provides opportunities for these youngsters to create the karts of their dreams. These karts can have no engines for propulsion and only gravity can drive them to victory. They must be between 4 and 6 feet long, no more than 3 feet wide, and under 200 pounds. Now, if this feels daunting to anybody planning on building a kart, Vice Designs has you covered. This fantastic company develops and manufactures aftermarket parts for Ram trucks. However, they have also created kits for people to build their own custom karts, which is covered in the entry fee. They also created their own fantastic kart, a mini grader, which genuinely impressed me. As you can see, these kits give the basic framework for these racers to create the kart of their dreams without worrying about engineering everything from scratch. This allows more people to compete in this local tradition and has captivated the community and brings many families together. I know my son will be competing when he comes of age in 2026. I feel it's truly worth the $175 entrance fee for the experience, and it also makes me feel good that this money goes to one of the best causes in Nanaimo, the Child Development Centre. Now, if you are over the age of 10 or you're a business that wants to enter a kart to compete, you'll need to enter in the open class. These are fully custom karts built from scratch with no assistance from Vice Design's amazing kart kits. Now, if you are entering the open class, the same rules apply, such as size, weight, etc. But if you're a kid, you need to be prepared to race against the adults, who obviously are still young at heart. If you're interested as an individual in the open class, it's $150 because you're not getting the race kit from Vice Designs. And if you are entering as a business with your own corporate branding, then the entrance fee is $500 and I think well worth the investment. Now, these races are usually pretty fast, and countless hours from these teams are dedicated to designing and creating these open class karts. So if you plan on ending up on the winner's podium, you better bring your A game. Now, on race day, course officials will check all karts to ensure safety and compliance with the organizers' basic guidelines. If you want to read these in detail, make sure to visit the Nanaimo Soap Box Derby's website, just right up here, to learn all the rules. But if you want to know the basic rules, here's what you need to follow. They gotta be on 4 wheels, and these wheels need to be under 12 inches in diameter. They gotta be able to turn, they gotta be able to stop, and everybody's got to wear a helmet. Remember, safety first. But beyond that, let your imagination run wild. Now, each kart will get multiple chances to compete, as there are numerous qualifying races for teams to get used to the track. Competitors line up at the start of the hill and will wait their turn to load onto the starting blocks 2 at a time. Event officials will then coordinate with each driver, beginning the countdown, and then they are off with the crowd cheering them down the hill. The course is very well maintained and lined with safety barriers. The hill is gradual and offers young drivers the thrill of going down the hill with little risks of crashing. Officials are at the bottom of the hill to keep time and report to the master of ceremonies who came in first. This is truly a heartwarming event that allows children and teams to compete. It's not about winning the race, it's about effort, commitment, and imaginations that brings families together and positively impacts their children's lives and the community as a whole. Now, all proceeds raised from this event are donated to the Nanaimo Child Development Centre, a non-profit organization that provides early intervention and support services to children and youth with developmental needs and their families. Furthermore, the Nanaimo Child Development Centre aims to help children reach their full potential by fostering growth, communication, motor skills, social development, and independence. The center supports parents and caregivers with education, advocacy, and community connections. And now beyond the races, the Nanaimo Child Development Centre and other local businesses offer other fun activities for the whole family. They are great for children to interact, learn, get creative, and have a little bite to eat. Now, the 2025 Nanaimo Soap Box Derby relied heavily on the community and volunteers. However, other local businesses stepped up to the plate and invested their time and money. I know a good amount about these companies, and they deserve the highest praise for their efforts. Now, in no particular order, the first is Allaire Homes, an award-winning franchise network founded in Nanaimo, British Columbia in 2007 that specializes in high-end custom home building, large-scale renovations, and commercial construction. It has since expanded across North America, operating in over 100 locations. These are fantastic people and a great company to work for if you live here locally or in any of these other locations. The next sponsor is Archie Johnstone Plumbing, and they have been in business longer than I've been alive. This family business with hearts of gold give back to the community in so many different ways. They have deep roots in Nanaimo, and you couldn't meet nicer people than Garth and his family. Now, another sponsor, and honestly kind of the tip of the spear for getting all the things done with the Soapbox Derby, is A Better Mousetrap that needs a lot of credit regarding the Soapbox Derby. They are a marketing company that is involved in so many community initiatives. They've gotten me involved in local events and consistently impressed me with their outside-the-box thinking. Definitely check their link out down below. Now, another sponsor that I previously mentioned is Vice Designs. Now, they are real heroes of this event by supplying the kart kits that the stock division racers need to create the karts of their dreams. If you own or drive a Ram 1500, check out their epic vehicle accessories. Again, I can't explain how impressed I was with the kits they supplied to the stock kart racers. Another sponsor that needs a lot of credit is the Vancouver Island Karting Association that supported young kart racers on Vancouver Island for years, decades. The club has a great showing at the event and continues to support young racers in spite of all the setbacks, with multiple racetracks on Vancouver Island being closed over the last few decades. Now, another amazing sponsor is VMAC Air Innovations. This is a major local employer and has a fantastic backstory if you check it out on their website, which again, I've linked down below. This company manufactures air compressors for use in multiple industries such as agriculture, forestry, mining, and many more. Definitely look into them if you have any needs around air compressors in your operation of your business. Now, the last sponsor, but definitely not the least, is Budget Glass, that have been serving the Nanaimo community since 1983. They're as old as I am. They are highly involved in the Nanaimo community and an excellent company to work with as a consumer. Now, if you want to contribute or even be a volunteer or a business to support this Soapbox Derby in 2026, check out the link above. This is a great cause, and I know I'm going to be involved every year after this. This year's Nanaimo Soapbox Derby was a resounding success. In 2025, 38 karts and 18 open class karts competed. Over $27,000 was raised for the Nanaimo Child Development Centre, and everyone had a fantastic time, whether they were a spectator, volunteer, or a racer. If you want to participate next year, sign up soon, as space is limited. Nanaimo has many events like this every year, and I'll endeavor to bring more of these videos covering the events and the people who make them possible. So if you have a small event that you'd like to bring the world's attention, please let me know. Now, with that in mind, I hope you get to live the island life soon. And if you want to learn more about doing so, I'd definitely check out this video right here, or this video right here.